Balancing hobby and family life. So, this video is a quick response video to Radio Free Hammerhal's resurrection of the Topic of the Week format, and this week's particularly well-chosen topic, balancing hobby and family life. At our club, a number of us have that holy trinity of rivals to the hobby: a job, a spouse, and children, each equally vying for our time and energy, like a spider tugging on a thread of a web in which we are caught. But, joking aside, it is quite a tricky balancing act to pull off, but I don't really think that is the crux of this topic. For me, as a hobbyist, YouTuber, and now a podcaster, it really comes down to the why I do what I do. The how flows from that. Hobbying, or to speak in more general terms, purely being creative, serves a very important role in my own mental well-being. The release and empowerment of the creative process grounds me, and is a release from the things in my life that do the exact opposite. In a nutshell, it is of great psychological utility to me. Thus, with this acknowledged, the truth that I need this outlet to actually be me. How, then, to facilitate that in amongst my other commitments? The greatest facilitator I have found in getting hobby done is having a dedicated hobbying space. I'd say it's almost a necessity. It means I can leave stuff set up, and whenever I get some free time, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, I can get something done. The most common time I hobby is after everyone else has gone to bed. I think this is true for many of us. Having everything already set up means I can get stuck in straight away. I find that just chipping away at models, even though I may not get much done at one sitting, sees me making progress. A quick wash here, a few highlights there, and over the course of a week, I've got myself a model, or two, or more, finished. In between painting or modelling, I'm also thinking about what I will do next when I get chance to hobby. This means that there is no analysis paralysis when I sit down at my hobby desk. I've already decided what I'm going to do. To keep on top of the videos and whatnot that I make, I set myself deadlines for each project, and I make sure I keep it. Some of these are weekly, others are monthly, it depends. I work on ideas, stories, scripts, etc. when I'm on the go. The commute to work and my lunch break provide me with little windows to make progress on whatever projects I have in the pipeline. I try to work a week in advance, although this doesn't always work, and through this I try not to pressure myself. Recording is trickier. I need things to be quiet, so really the only recording time I have is the night time. So, just like hobbying, I have to make sure I know exactly what I'm going to do when I get the chance to record stuff. In addition to painting models, I also do 2D art of Warhammer stuff and the like to use in videos, or just because I've become fascinated by a particular thing, or perhaps sometimes to just practice a new technique. Anyway, I have also arbitrarily set myself deadlines. I paint one painting a week, which I upload to YouTube. Nobody really watches these, but that's fine. They're not really for them. It's really for myself. I set myself personal but realistic deadlines to keep myself motivated. I think that's the take-home message here. Getting gaming time can be tricky, but I find a bit of give and take goes a long way in negotiating that with your better half. I get to game this day, she gets to go out this evening, etc. I'm lucky also to have 2 beautiful children, but both, although my eldest in particular, have some very serious special needs. Gaming is something that my eldest can do though, at least with help. So the hobby has been something that we can share together and both get fun from. If possible, I try to include him in our club's gamings, and that is the last point I really want to make. Hobby and family life don't have to be separate. If there is a way to combine them in your life will be richer because of it. I can certainly say that it was my father's love of miniature painting that gifted me the joy I have in having this hobby in my life. Okay, so I just want to summarise all I've said, as this has actually gone on quite a bit longer than I thought it would. Okay, well, here are my own personal keys to hobbying when time is at a premium, and when isn't it? Number 1, have a hobby space. Number 2, plan what you'll do before you get to your hobby space. 3, set yourself deadlines and try to keep to them, but keep them realistic. Achieving less is better than achieving nothing. And number 4, share your hobby. It'll keep you motivated. And lastly, I'd like to say this. Remember why you're doing this. The hobby should be making you happy. If it's not, step back, reassess, take stock, and then decide what you want to do. You can always come back to this after a break. Many of us do that. But if you burn out on it, there is the risk the experience will sour you so much that it'll put you off the hobby for good. And I think that would be a shame. It is life enriching. Okay, well, may your paints never dry up, and may the dice gods bless your rolls. Thanks for watching.